Hey, what's up everyone? This is Okchief, and this is my 1991 Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Sewer Sub. Okay, as the intro suggested, this is from 1991, off of the Playmates line. And Playmates was by far, next to Toy Biz, one of my other favorite lines, along with Kenner. Kenner, Toy Biz, Playmates, those were the brands to have and Hasbro, obviously, for Transformers. But yeah, there was many to choose from, and Playmates was by far one of my favorites, mainly because of these vehicles. My brother was the one that was the one receiving the toys because it was his era. I still watch the cartoons, but my brother was the one receiving all the toys and the vehicles. And he didn't get this one though. This one, I'll leave a link at the very end of the video. If you want to see where I picked up this vehicle, you're going to have to stay to the end of the video, and I'll have a link to that video where I picked this up at Dallas Retropalooza 4, I believe. And my awesome friend Pixel Dan was there, and he was mediating between the dealer and me. No, he was just checking out this stuff. It was cool. It was fun. We did it at a restaurant. A lot of people were freaking out over these toys, and it was a lot of fun. So if you want to check that out, stay to the end of the video and click on that video there in the annotations. Now let's get to this awesome sub. Oh my god, I never had, or my brother never had this as a kid, so I didn't know about this vehicle per se. But let's go ahead and delve right into the details of what this all entails. Now look at the sub itself. It's a turtle shell, which I think it's pretty awesome. Look at that. Oh my god. I love any of the vehicles that have the shell for a piece of the stamp that it's stamped out of. Like, the vehicles are always stamped out in shell form. Like the top of the party wagon also has this, which I love because it makes it look more turtle-esque, which is really cool. If we can just peek inside of the portholes here, you can see Leonardo saying hi, which is really cool. We got some stickers on here that survived the 80s. We got one here that says fishing. That's a clever way of saying that. We got how dry I am. I don't know if that's a nautical term. The actual flag up here says sink or swim. And this does not come off. The cover does not come off, but the turn wheel does turn. But the actual cover does not come off. And this, I'm guessing, is the periscope. And does not rotate. It's pretty much stationary. We have a turret gun up here. And honestly, I don't know if this barrel is the seat. I don't know if this is where they're supposed to sit down and shoot from the turret, but I guess I could try it. I'd need an original figure though, and I don't have one on hand. But that's where I'm guessing you would sit. And then we have the, I don't know what they call this. I think it's not the propeller, because this is the propeller. I can't remember what this part of the boat is. The rudder? I think this is called the rudder. I'm not sure. But this piece comes off. This barrel with this piece comes off. This gun turret comes off. This periscope comes off. That's one piece. These hoses here that supply the oxygen, fresh air, and O2. This is the H, I'm guessing, and this is the O2. H2O, H2. I don't know how the hell that is. I don't know. But these vents here supply air for the occupants, which right now I believe I have Skateboard and Mikey in there. And that's the original character that was already in there when I received this, when I purchased this. So he was already in there. I just never took him out. And this thing's packing a deadly punch, man. If you think about it, check out the turrets. Double barrel turrets, probably 50 cals. And then you got some missiles down here at the bottom. I mean, whoa, this thing is packing a punch, guys. I love the practical use of these hoses. It's like the tanks can't go on the inside because there's barely enough room for Mikey in there. So you put them on the outside, they're external tanks. But how do you get the air in there? Well, you got to add hoses to them. So they added hoses to it. And it looks even like more, I don't know, like more cool. I don't know. It looks so awesome with these hoses sticking out. It makes it look more practical that's what they would use these hoses to pump in air for the oxygens for that Mikey could breathe. That's really awesome. I love that they have this little band-aid here, like as if that's what would repair the ship, is a band-aid. That's like the most stereotypical thing used in the early 80s and 90s, was this band-aid thing to cover up, like Acme from the Looney Tunes. They'd use that a lot just to fix up. Look, and there's another one down here. There's another band-aid down here, and there's obviously some fish and some starfish stuck on here, and then Leo's on this side too. I guess he's on both sides. Yep, he's on both sides. That's really cool. Look at that. That's awesome. So nothing propels the propeller. You just do it manually, and there's nothing big there. I'm going to attempt to take off this cover. It's pretty hard to do because you got to rotate it, and I don't remember which way to rotate. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there we go. Check it out. So Mikey barely fits in there. And he's looking into this mechanism, if you can see down there. If he looks in there, he can see out through there. So that's how he's able to maneuver the sub, which is really cool. And then he's on this like bed area here, which is really cool. Oh, now that I see this, I'll show you this in a second. Let me just go ahead and put this together and let Mikey get back his air. Where does this one go? What the hell? Oh, this thing goes on a certain way, I guess. Yep. Oh, turn it around. Wait a minute. What the heck is going? Oh, like this. There we go. There we go. Because Mikey also has a searchlight right here, so he can see the bottom of, I guess, your bathtub. Don't ever put this in water, guys. Don't ever do that. This would mess up so easily in water. Okay, so remember how I said this thing turns manually? Nope. Check this out, guys. Did I mess it up? There it is. Look at that. Wind this up. And look at that. Pretty cool, huh? Oh, that's awesome, guys. This thing is so nostalgic for me. Like just seeing these old vehicles, even though my brother didn't have this one, just seeing this form, this shell form, and on the loud colors like the orange and the blue, these contrast each other, just like Castlevania used these same color palettes to brighten out the screen. This is exactly what they did. Well, they figured the same thing. The orange and blue, just like they contrast each other really good. So they complement each other, and I think it makes this vehicle stand out even more, which I absolutely love. It just stands out really, really good. And also, I just want to mention lastly here that the shape of this cover faceplate, I guess, his clear glass, it's the shape of a turtle face, man. I don't know if you can see that. The beak's right here. Then you got the bandanas right here. So it's the shape of a turtle face. Oh, look. Let me see if I can see. It's like a shape of a turtle face. That's awesome, you guys. This thing is well thought out. It's very very colorful for young children back in the day. And that's, I think, what attracted them to these things, because it's really bright and colorful and just a lot of fun to have while playing. Don't play with this shit now, man. This is too expensive, and the parts are really hard to find, and it's a great shelf piece. But other than that, don't let your kids play. Let them play with the newer stuff. That stuff is cheap. This stuff is awesome. So yeah, there you go, guys. I hope you like this review of the 1991 Sewer Sub. I know I loved watching and going through every little detail of this thing. This thing is so cool. If you guys liked it, don't forget to hit that like button, and I'll see if I do more of these. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This is Okchief. Peace out, y'all.
Now's the time to strike!
Who will stop Shredder? Leonardo can't, he's off in the Far East. And Michelangelo can't, cause he's sewer surfing down under. Climb out! And Raphael's on maneuvers in orbit, a total space cadet.
There's no stopping me!
But wait, it's Donatello! He's been in disguise all this time, and so were the rest of the turtles. It was all a